FileMaker Integration Roadmap for the Future, Part 2. Hi, I'm Tim Simbura, and if you saw Part 1, this is a repeat slide. I'm the CEO and one of the software engineers at LumenFire. Been involved with FileMaker for many years and have a few hobbies and things there. LumenFire, Brilliant Solutions. We specialize in FileMaker, WordPress, web technologies, and also we are a partner as part of the Apple Consultants Network. We have other specialties in integration, enterprise IT, mapping, spatial visualization, which includes GIS, Geographic Information Systems, and then security compliance, HIPAA, PCI, FERPA. We are one of the largest resellers of FileMaker in licensing, and one of the reasons is that we really look carefully and make sure that you're getting the right licensing and only pay for what you need to. So we save clients thousands of dollars in purchasing their FileMaker licenses directly from us every year. LumenFire also provides FileMaker hosting, which is really great for a fixed monthly cost. It's secure and reliable. We have backups and offer redundancy of hardware in several locations all over the world, and we have custom options as well, including HIPAA hosting. Just want to make you aware of brilliantscoops.com, which is our curated quality FileMaker tech news. We have over 1,200 articles on there with summaries and links, and you can submit your own articles on there as well. It's a great resource that we provide to the community. So let's talk about the LumenFire tool set. We have 4 main products related to FileMaker: FM Ignite, which is our fully customizable business solution; FM Flare, FileMaker code modules for integration; Brilliant Sync, that allows to sync data with websites and APIs; and then Brilliant Gateway, which is an enterprise-level data API as middleware. So this middleware, these 3 products, FM Flare, Brilliant Sync, and Brilliant Gateway, really make up what we call the workplace integration platform. One of our success stories is a company called Peregrine General Pest Control, and I just want to use them as an example of really turning a solution into something modern to run their business using FileMaker, and then connecting to many external services as required through integration. So we used FM Ignite, Service Industry, and FM Flare as the basis for this solution, connecting to several external services: AWS for storing photos in the cloud, Mailgun for sending reliable client emails, and Twilio for SMS reminders, messaging, text messaging. And then we also used JavaScript calendar and list views, integrating some additional code from JavaScript into the FileMaker solution. We start each project with a technology blueprint. And Nick Holland, the owner of Peregrine, said this: "You really nailed it on the blueprint. It's amazing how you translated all my random thoughts into 30 pages of organization. I'm genuinely excited to start building this new app and having a long-term and personal business relationship." And that's what we value, and that's what we have. So FM Flare, using AWS S3, is the simple storage service. And it really is great for keeping large files out of the FileMaker database and where they're also accessible by the web. So you take PDFs and large photos and push them out to this cloud service to actually store them. And then if we need to, a WordPress website or other website could also access those if we make them available publicly. Then we also used Twilio with FM Flare to provide SMS texting. And then the JavaScript integrations that we used were open source code that added additional features and functionality through the FileMaker web viewer. We used fullcalendar.io for the calendar, drag and drop calendar view, and then also for list views we use datatables.net. So here's a quick demo of some of those features.
Hello! Today we're going to be looking at a custom install of FMignite from LumenFire with integrations powered by FMFlare. First thing we're going to look at is an integration with Amazon S3 storage. This allows us to store files in the Amazon S3 cloud so that resources can be reused on the web or in other places as needed. So here we drop a picture into the container field, and we have script triggers set up that automatically generate image thumbnails for other uses in list views, and then upload that image to Amazon S3. And there's the image hosted on Amazon S3. Next, we're going to take a look at the workflow for making a service ticket. The first thing we're going to do is select a customer. This is styled to look like a FileMaker portal, but it's actually a web viewer using data tables, which is a JavaScript integration. As you can see, searches are lightning fast and allow us to quickly select a customer. In this case, we'll select LumenFire, set a service type, and then we'll select a couple services. And we need to exterminate. We'll add a couple line items. Now our communication preferences are set with a mobile number and email. We will confirm that. And next we'll select a couple of technicians. So Mark is going to be our lead, and Marilyn will be the assistant. The next step is to schedule the service. Here we have another JavaScript integration. I'm going to select a date range. This will show me the week and any other services that are already scheduled so I can see which things conflict, where there might be holidays or technicians on vacation. So we'll pick a time range. We'll say this will take 3.5 hours, and we will schedule it for Friday afternoon. Just clicking on a spot in the calendar sets off a trigger that will create an event record and then refresh the calendar to show us that. There's our new task. Finally, I just have to save this, and then FMFlare will kick off a couple things. We will have a text message sent to me that is working through Twilio, and also a transactional email set off by Mailgun, and we'll see those come in now. We'll get a confirmation, so I'll go ahead and send that, get my success message, and there's my incoming text, and then the email fires off and I get a confirmation of that as well. And there's my email. We'll take a look. There we have confirmation of my appointment details and a picture of the technician so I know who's coming. Thank you for watching this overview of LumenFire's FMignite powered by FMFlare.
So Nick also said, working with LumenFire has been a great experience from start to finish. They're brilliant engineers that have innovative ideas that impact our business in a positive way. FMignite allows Peregrine to move to the next business level and beyond. It separates us from our competitors in a meaningful way. So we can be the company our clients want to receive services from. So let's look at another option in FM Flare. It's the integration with Brilliant PDF, a service that we provide for using PDF files and working with them. This particular one allows you to quickly fill out a unique PDF form using FileMaker data.
Various things. Sky's the limit. It's your data. So without further ado, let's get on to it. We'll click Upload File. This right now will upload this PDF from the container file. It will gather all of my field data in a JSON object and send it. And here we see we have those fields, and then we have our PDF. We have multiple pages here. We can scroll through each one, click back and forth. And then we have some options over here on the left. We can change the size. You can do this on a per field basis as well, but if I change it here, everything going forward will be in that 12-point size. We can choose a sans serif font or a script font, and there we go. Now we can grab our fields. Let's see. Here I added just a plain X because we're just going to check that box, and then we want our purchaser. That's going to be this company here, and our seller is going to drop in there. We're going to have some earnest money, and I'm sending that along both numerically and as text. And we've got our purchase price, again, written out as well. And then any of these fields, I can also click in here to edit. We can change the font size, and you'll see that changes kind of from the baseline so that it should stay placed where you put it. I can flip back and forth between the script font if I want something to look like a signature, perhaps, or back to the normal one, or I can edit this. And let's say we had a last minute change here. We're just going to change that price. There we go. We're all set. And there's also a free text entry. Say I've got something that I need to put on this form and I didn't have a field for this in my FileMaker file. I can just grab that. Works like any of the others, and I can type whatever I want. There we go.
So you see how that can increase your accuracy and speed of filling out forms as PDFs. Brilliant Sync is the next product we're going to look at. It allows you to sync data with websites and APIs. It's a great sync engine in that it handles large data sets. It connects FileMaker to websites and APIs without needing to use JSON or curl. You have many connectors available: WordPress, Gravity Forms, WooCommerce, and others that we can create. You can also create, Brilliant Sync makes tables and fields that FileMaker can understand. So it's converting what's an API call on one end to something that's just straightforward and can be added to the via ESS into the FileMaker relationship graph, and then auto syncs at specified intervals. So here's the map of how it works. You've got FileMaker on the one side, and we can talk via ESS, external SQL source, or the data API to Brilliant Sync. And then on the other side, Brilliant Sync is talking to the APIs and doing the translation and the synchronization for you. So we're trying to make use of the tools in the right places and choosing the best tool for the job. FileMaker really is great for your internal organization, workflow management, doing mobile technology offline with Go, doing reporting, integration of data sources and web services, and acting kind of as a data warehouse as well. WordPress is really excelling when it's an external company website, that needs to be scalable to tens or thousands of users. It's great for e-commerce, account management, online payments, etc. So part of the reason here is that FileMaker is licensed per user, so it doesn't even really have a model that works in expanding it to thousands of users on the web. So here's the general technology design. We have FM Ignite in some cases as being the FileMaker solution that lives on the server. It can talk to SparkPost or Mailgun or any of these services via FM Flare to send email. Then you have your Office users, which can be on Macs or Windows or iOS, talking directly to FM Ignite or your FileMaker solution. We have Brilliant Sync then in the cloud, talking via ESS, and it also talks to the web server, which may have WordPress or Gravity Forms or WooCommerce in this running on that side. And then both of them are able to talk to Amazon S3, for example, to share photos or files or PDF files that you might upload from FileMaker server. And then you have all of your clients or people anywhere that are accessing your WordPress website. So here are 4 examples that really illustrate this well. The Wedding Guys, Overland Art Gallery, Backcountry Access, and Wilderness Inquiry. The Wedding Guys is a solution for a trade show event organizers, and they had a FileMaker database with several tracking most of this information from shows and show registrations and vendors and venues. And they also wanted to manage their ticketing and payments on the website. So we added this button and other code to their existing FileMaker database to push this information to the web, and it's using that Brilliant Sync to do that. So we have shows that are pushing out to WordPress, venues that are pushing out, registrations pushing out, and also vendors and prospects. In this case, it's only a one-way push of data out to their website, and all of the custom coupon codes and ticketing is managed in their WordPress website, and the website looks really beautiful, and that's a quick look of it. We have also Overland Gallery, which is a Russian fine art or painting gallery, and they had an old Microsoft Access solution, and we replaced that with a new FM Ignite solution. It's much more modern and reliable and scalable. It can sync artists and galleries of images, and those images are stored on Amazon S3, and they can be then available to the web and FileMaker via FM Flare. So here's another picture of the beautiful artwork that they have available, and they sell to high-end clients, and those clients may want to search within the FileMaker or may want to search for a specific type of painting. And so we push the artists, the products, groups, and group links out to a custom gallery on the WordPress website. And this gallery is created by doing a search, which is by an account person that's talking directly with this potential buyer. They will do search for the size, the color, the type of image that they might be interested in. And then once they come up with a few different choices that they think might fill their needs, they click on the Sync Now button, and that syncs a custom gallery and that they can send via an email to the potential buyer. And that custom gallery might look like something like this. They can click and get more detail on each one of these paintings, but it's only viewable to that person who's actually the interested client. Another example is Backcountry Access, and they had a complex e-commerce site that was talking directly to build, basically using custom web publishing with FileMaker. And the issue was with high volume, that FileMaker, the server, was not able to keep up with thousands and thousands of orders at one time, especially on Black Friday, after Thanksgiving when they have these sales. And so we were able to separate out the concerns by using Brilliant Sync in the middle to create a custom WooCommerce-based WordPress website. We're pushing out products, pricing, and inventory to the WordPress website and using S3 as well, Amazon. We have categories that are pushed out to WooCommerce. Sales orders and line items are pulled in from WooCommerce, and then invoices and line items pushed out, and then customers actually go both directions. So it's a more complex solution, but it really solved the issue and allowed Backcountry to have FileMaker in their environment and also handle this extreme volume of orders on their website. The last example is Wilderness Inquiry, and they are outfitting and trip management organization. They're using FM Flare and Brilliant Sync, and MailChimp Mandrill is used to send transactional emails, and Amazon S3 is used in many different cases through their HR portal, their trip photos that they publish to the website, and then WordPress is their website that uses in shows and galleries. So this is what their FileMaker database looks like. It's been upgraded and designed over time, and then we built the website for them that also integrates with their FileMaker database. Most of the information you see here is driven directly from FileMaker, but it's completely scalable. So you've got some GIS type maps here showing pins of where they can find their next adventure, and all the trip information and photos as well. So you see some detail on the map where you're actually clicking on and seeing information pop up that you can click to learn more as well. So this is one of the more complex solutions, synchronizing event registration bidirectionally, contact forms coming in, job posts, evaluations, donations, all these things synchronizing through Brilliant Sync or FM Flare in some cases between their website and FileMaker. And the executive director, Greg Lace of Wilderness Inquiry, said, "Our FileMaker system has been a key component to our success at Wilderness Inquiry. For many years, it has enabled us to consistently do more work with less staff. We work with Lumenfire on our technology because they are the best at what they do, and we really appreciate working with people like them. They're forward-looking and they know the value of integrating their technology and making it work better." The last product I wanted to make you aware of is Brilliant Gateway, and it is a FileMaker data API middleware. So it's really middleware as a service. It's stable, scalable, secure, and versionable. It provides a fully RESTful API with authentication options and simplified calls. We really look at it as an enterprise-grade FileMaker data API, and once you've seen it in action, it's hard to think why you would maybe want to use the data API without it in the middle. So you have FileMaker talking via the data API to Brilliant Gateway, and then your custom application, you have a custom API, and on the right side here, your custom application, which could be built by other web engineers, it provides a more powerful and an API to the FileMaker solution that's much more what most web developers today would expect. So we're really, one of the key things is that we're allowing enterprise to use FileMaker in more ways. And we do a good amount of enterprise work We have the required insurance. We have a great team for providing ongoing support and helping the citizen developer with that. And we know how to work directly with corporate IT and answer all of their security questions and other things. And then we really have the right tool set to be able to enable work at the enterprise level. And these are, again, our tool set, FM Ignite being the business solution, and then FM Flare, Brilliant Sync, and Brilliant Gateway all being middleware or the workplace integration platform that complements FileMaker. So why would you want to work with Lumenfire? We get this question at our booth, and I put down some ideas to just kind of succinctly give you some ideas about when you might want to call us. We have a full suite of services: licensing, hosting, FileMaker, and web development. We have a unique tool set: FM Ignite, FM Flare, Brilliant Sync, and Brilliant Gateway. And we specialize in several different areas that are important today. So maybe these are some of the thoughts you have. You don't want to start building your solution from scratch. You need to talk to your information technology people, and you don't know the language they're using. You think that FileMaker can't do something, or someone told you that it couldn't, or you need to have ongoing support from a reliable team of brilliant engineers. That's when you might call us. You also might call us if you're stuck solving a very difficult problem with technology, you want to save money or be more profitable, you need to scale your application to thousands of users, you might have clients that are using iOS and Android, you want a web portal that's talking to FileMaker, or you have high security requirements when talking to FileMaker. So in summary, we really get the world to talk to FileMaker in many creative ways. And we also know that relationships matter, not only in the relationship graph, but as a team working together to solve problems. And we truly value the long-term trusted relationships that we have with our partners. We're providing 3 gifts to you today at DevCon: FM Ignite Starter, FM Flare Starter, and then also an ebook called Solving the Technology Puzzle. So you can get those by going to lumenfire.com/devcon. We believe that adventure is out there, and you can get to it easier by selecting Lumenfire as a partner to get you where you dream of going.